Hey guys, welcome to a brand new YouTube video. So today, we are breaking down the Luminosity Call of Duty team. We're playing some evac hardpoint. But when this video goes up, the Stage 2 playoffs for Call of Duty will either be over, or they will be in session, or they will just have ended. So, or whenever you guys are watching this, how about that? So, Luminosity, they are the respawn juggernauts of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. They are the team that was designed to take respawns in uplink, like off of an optic or a phase or an E-United for that matter. Like any team that is a really good team, their whole point is to take a respawn off of that team, if that makes any sense to you guys. Like that's their whole point. That's why the team was created, to beat teams like an optic and a phase. And early on in the Infinite Warfare season, their best placing was a 4th at MLG Atlanta until the Stage 1 playoffs, where they placed 2nd. They got a 1st at MLG Anaheim, and they're guaranteed top 4 in the Stage 2 playoffs. So that they're doing pretty good so far. I must say that they're playing pretty good this year. Now they are the respawn juggernauts because they're the respawn juggernauts because of their slaying ability. They have 3 Slayers and an AR. Their 3 Slayers are Slacked, Classic, and Saints. Now, those 3 are Slayers. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the 4th? Well, he's an AR, Samuel Octane. He's probably the best player in the world. He's not my favorite player, but he's the best player in the world. Either him or Formal, I will say. Like, he's insanely good. And he's an AR, so he's supposed to be... He's the one that's supposed to be really, really accurate, go out there, and just, like, anchor in the back and get kills for his team. That's his job. Now, he's been successful at doing this. For the longest time, he's been very, very successful at doing it. And, when the trio of Slack, Classic, and Octane played for Rise Nation, they were a top 2 team in Black Ops 3, and they joined up with Saints on Luminosity. And the trio joined up with Saints, and it's still going strong. Even though they don't have Looney anymore, they're still a good team because they're 3 good players even without Looney, if that makes any sense to you guys. So I know they can do. I know they're gonna be strong at Call of Duty champs. I know they're gonna be contenders. It's just like, it's more so a matter of, like, can they keep winning the S&Ds? And I know that's not a respawn, like they're a respawn team, but early in the year they were not winning S&Ds, which they are now. If they can keep winning S&Ds and keep clutching up in Game 5 S&Ds, I have no problem with saying they might be in a COD Champs final, maybe even COD Champions. So I have no problem with saying that because I really, really think that they could be COD Champions. I really, really do think that. For the way that they attack on uplink and hardpoint, the way they steal rotations, and they're the best they're the best intercepting team when it comes to uplink. They are the best team when it comes to interceptions on uplink. So like the opposing team will be going for a 2-point toss or a 1-point toss, or try and go for an uplink, and then they'll be going for a 1-point toss, and they will get their body in the portal so the other team can't score. Or when they do a 1-point toss, they intercept the ball and take it as it falls off the map, and they take it back to their uplink, or they get it close and then they die. But you know, that's how they play. That's how they always will play. So now, I'm not saying the way they play is bad. It's the way they play. But you know, in uplink, you always want to get as many 2-points as you can, and they go for 1-point toss a lot. But they are the best interception team, which is, I've said multiple times. But that's how they play, and I'm not gonna like say it's wrong. If it was me, I would go for a lot of tosses. Like I would literally go for a lot of try and like dunk it through for 2 points. That's what I would do. I wouldn't toss it. I would try and get it in for 2 points. That's what I would do. But that's just me. Not necessarily a bad thing, but that's just me. That's what I would do. I would go for a lot of 2-point tosses. So as we're another one of the reasons LG is so good at uplink is because they are considered the respawn juggernauts. Now that means that the way they play, as we're getting taken out by a lightning strike as I'm indoors, that was a little bit, that made me a little bit mad. So the reason they are the respawn juggernauts, like this will get an uplink because they are the respawn juggernauts. They know how to play the game well. They know how to respawn and get the ball, kill the other team, and score points. Now, it's the same with their hard point. They're good at killing the team, breaking hard points, and getting hard point scores for themselves. That's what they're good at. There's not necessarily a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. That's just the way they play. See, I'm breaking a hard point right there, getting a kill, breaking a kill there. We got a 3-piece there. That was really cool. I was really happy with that. So they're really good at breaking hard points. Now that's something they're good at. Not all teams are really good like that. Optic, they're good at breaking hard points too. They're good, like if the opposing team has a hard point, they're good at breaking, killing the team, and then taking the hard point for them to get control of. That's what Optic's good at. But we're talking about LG, but that's what LG's good at. And LG are actually, they're considered the respawn juggernauts. Like they're the best at doing it. And then S&D, early in the year, they weren't winning S&D. Like I said it previously. Like I said just a little bit ago, they were not winning S&D. Like, they could not win Game 5 to save their life. That's why they got eliminated from Atlanta in 4th place. Because they could not win. They could not win S&D to save their life. So, the Stage 2 playoffs just ended. I think Luminosity got 5th. Maybe. My bad, guys. Luminosity actually ended up getting 4th place at the event. Now, for them, they got 2nd at the Stage 1 playoffs. They won Anaheim, and they got 4th now, so got better, they're improving, now they're going back down again. But they are still the favorites to win COD Champs. And I can see why, because on the back of their amazing respawn, they're very good. If their respawn stays, and they play their respawns like they know how to play, I don't think they're going to lose. I really don't. If they keep playing their respawns the way they do because of the juggernauts of respawn, they're not going to lose. I really believe that. So that's just me. But if they play their respawns the way they know how, they're not going to lose. And then in COD Champs, you've got the best player in the world on their team in Octane. A dude is an animal, and I don't know how I didn't die right there. I'm hitting the wall run. And we didn't die there. That was crazy. That was a crazy save. So yeah, Octane, you got him as the best player in the world. Now, the fact that he's the best player in the world and they're not winning because like I told you guys, they have a trio of Slack, Classic, and Octane. They came from Large Nation and were number 2 in Black Ops 3. And he is the best player in the world. He's not my favorite, but he is the best player. Probably my number 2 favorite. But he, he's such a good player. He's an AR. He sits in the back, anchors for his team, and gets kills. That's his job, and he's very good at it. I'm not gonna say he's not, because he is. He's very good at anchoring for his team. Saints is the only guy in Call of Duty history when COD Ghost was going on, he never went negative in KD. He was always a 1 or above. He never went negative in any game, like any of the events. In any game he would play in any of the events, he never went negative in COD Ghost. And that's crazy. And I looked it up. It's true. He never went negative in any of the events he played in. I don't know how, but that's crazy. But he never went negative, and I thought, like, that should never happen. You should go negative one game. He never went negative. And that's crazy to think about. It really is. It's insanely crazy to think about because, going positive and going off like that, it's not easy to do. It's really not. And there's 2 guys there when I couldn't decide on who to kill. So, like, yeah, it's not easy to go off and go positive every single game and have a KD of 1 or above every game. The fact that he did it, that just shows you how good Saints was during COD Ghost. Popping kinetic, and we're going to get nothing out of it.
Kinetic armor drained.
So we're going to get nothing out of kinetic. We're going to pop the kill there. That guy, I don't know where he was aiming, but he wasn't aiming for us. We're going to die there. So we're coming towards the end of the video. And all I can say is my predictions for COD Champs, which I'll do a predictions video here pretty soon, but my predictions for COD Champs are Luminosity is going to take home COD Champs. Second place is going to be Optic. Third place, Envious. Fourth place, FaZe Clan. Fifth place, Splice. Eighth place, sixth place, Fnatic. Seventh place, EG. And eighth place, I have Riot Nation. Those are my picks for COD Champs. Let me know what yours are down in the comment section, but those are my picks. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, this has been 90 Peacock. Till next time, guys, peace out.
There are no words for what I just saw. That's a hard fail.
We just got pwned.